Hi, my name is Carl, and I am a senior at Indiana University. I am making this video to show you that it does get better. When I was a kid, I played sports, but unlike most of the guys in my grade, I was also interested in music and theater. My friends were mostly girls, and some of the boys in my grade made fun of me because I was different. On my way home from school, boys would verbally harass me on the bus. I came home from school crying almost every day. I couldn't believe people could be so mean. Because of the way I was treated, I denied the fact that I am a member of the LGBT community to my family, to my friends, and even to myself. It wasn't until last year that I realized all that stuff people say doesn't matter and that nobody can change who I am. Take my advice because I was in your situation. I also felt scared and alone, but know that you are not alone. As many as 1 in 3 gay and lesbian youths have attempted to commit suicide because of this bullying. Don't let anyone tell you not to be yourself. Stay strong. Never give up. Never stop fighting. Suicide is not the option. It will get better. To deal with these feelings of isolation, it is important to talk to a close family member, friend, teacher, or somebody else you can trust if you are a member of the LGBT community. If you don't feel comfortable talking about it yet, try reaching out to the Trevor Project, a nonprofit organization that provides guidance and resources to LGBT youth, their parents, and their educators in order to create an accepting and inclusive environment at home and at school. You can call the Trevor Lifeline at 866-4U-TREVOR and talk to a free professional counselor anytime. I was so afraid to tell my family and friends my secret because I thought if I told them they wouldn't love me anymore. I got to a point in my sophomore year of college that I needed to tell someone before I would explode. I asked my mom to meet me for coffee one night because there was something I really needed to talk to her about. I came out to my mom and told her also that I was very confused. Her mouth dropped. She began to cry, and so did I. My mom then insisted that we go home and tell my dad. Against my will, my mom, my dad, and I all sat in my bedroom with the door closed, and I told him. My dad began to cry, and then my mom began to cry again, and again so did I. The LGBT community is not limited to white people or to black people. The LGBT community is every color, and they are our families, our friends, and our peers. Life will get better for all of us if we teach the people in our lives how to be LGBT allies and help them understand that we are people who work hard in school to grow up, be successful, and have happy families just like them. Explain that being a member of the LGBT community is not a choice. I mean, who would choose to be a member of an oppressed and discriminated group? Don't assume everyone is heterosexual and use all-inclusive language. For example, ask someone if they're in a relationship rather than using the words boyfriend or girlfriend. Do not ever out anyone. Just because you might know somebody is a member of the LGBT community does not mean others do. Avoid anti-gay jokes, slurs, and conversations, and interrupt prejudice when it occurs. Don't assume being LGBT is just sexual. And lastly, have a vision of a healthy, multicultural society. It is something huge that will take my parents a long time to get used to. But they told me that night in my bedroom that I am their son and that they will love and support me no matter what. At that moment, I felt a huge weight lifted off my shoulders. It wasn't until about 3 months ago that I came out to my younger brother and sister. My brother and sister are my best friends in the entire world, but still I was so nervous that they wouldn't accept me. They told me that they actually already knew, but they were just waiting for me to tell them. Just like I explained to my parents, I told my brother and sister that if they have any questions, I want them to ask me, so I can help them understand my sexuality. My brother and sister also told me that they will love me no matter what, and today we are closer than ever. You have to love yourself before your family and friends can love you. My family and friends accept my sexuality, and finally, I do too. Teach your family and friends how to be LGBT allies, and help them understand that you are a hardworking and determined person who has similar life goals as they do. Suicide is not the answer. Education is. One day, you will meet that person who you love so much and makes you feel so special that you never want to be apart. I promise you, it gets better.